y'all come look at this.
And so like, you got to check out Holy Smokes. And I tell them like, look, before you log on, we smoke, drink, cuss, and talk about life, faith, and theology.
My Lord.
If that doesn't work for you, don't log on because you're going to be offended.
Oh, I'm offended. It's clergy with cognac.
What are your initial thoughts on him being transparent on why he started the podcast and what he's going to be doing on the podcast?
Well, when it comes down to that, I love that. I feel like that's one of the things about this guy that is interesting is that some of the stuff he says, I'm like, man, I agree with that. I feel like that's cool. That's legit. That makes sense, to, create a space where you can reach the people who won't really, show up on a Sunday, not right away anyway, and give them the opportunity to be able to have, serious conversations about God, about theology and those type of things. I think what catches you, just like it caught, Pastor Jamal, is, whoa, wait a minute. He said, I'm smoking, I'm drinking, and cussing. So just so you know, and this is, and he is a pastor. He's an actual pastor. He started off, like he said, in the traditional model of Sunday morning. He was preaching. The brother can sing. I heard him sing before. And so, he's like, legitimate, grew up in church, but like he said, his theology is disruptive to the point where, some people could be, really thrown off or offended by it, even though the more I had looked into him, I was like, man, there's a lot of things that he says that are true, that make sense. But then, there's these things and you say, and we haven't gotten to that part yet, so I won't touch on it. But just initially, you're like, when you hear that, wait a minute. So you're doing this openly, unapologetically, I'm going to cuss, drink, smoke, and talk about God.
Yeah.